I think the worst thing that I did going to Japan was to go to a high school. That's true, I'm 21 and I'm still in high school. If you want to study in Japan, make sure that it's the reality, y'all. Like, not just me, but a lot of foreign students go through that. I had to deal with culture shock. When I had this thinking, this just made my life like so much easier. I just wanted to share how I created my reality and how that affected my life in a good way and a positive way. Before we start this video, I want you to go grab your snacks, go grab your drinks, get yourself a comfy place to sit in. I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, because this video is just you and I. You know what I mean? It's just you and I. But I just really want to talk about how pressuring life is recently for most of us. I don't know, I just see all of these people posting like, oh my god, it's 2022, time to get my shit together. I've been wanting to talk about how society can be pressuring young people or youth or young adults as well. I think a big factor to it is also social media. I don't know, you just see so many successful people at a young age getting their shit together, or people at a young age living their dream, or people retiring early. I don't know, my mindset before was wrong because I watched these people online and I see them just living the dream and stuff, and I instantly hate myself for it. I think it's because I want that kind of life as well, but I don't have it as of now. That somehow pressures me to work 10 times harder. That results to my body just like breaking down and shit. My body being stressed without me even knowing, and I still keep on going. Shit, I've been getting a lot of comments on my YouTube. Oh wait, you're 21 and you're in high school still? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I've been making school videos about my high school here in Tokyo and how I lived through it as a foreigner and a foreign student. And some of you guys that have watched that probably think, oh my god, he's living my dream, oh my god, goals. Look at this in Japan with all these anime stuff, otaku shit. To be honest with you, it's not the best experience. I think the worst thing that I did going to Japan was to go to a high school. Just to give you a quick background, I came to Japan when I was 17 and I didn't really get to go to a normal high school until I was like 18 or 19. I only started high school when I was 18, and if you didn't know, senior high schools in Japan last for 3 years or 4 years, but for my school it's 3 years. By the way, I go to a normal public high school in Japan, so everything's in Japanese. And yeah, it's almost been 3 years. I'm already 21 now. I'm almost graduating, and I just wanna talk about how pressuring life can get at 21. I know most of you watching this are probably young adults or teenagers or in your late teens, and I know how pressuring life can get for us right now, especially with all these people we see online. For some time, I felt like I was stuck here in Japan. I was already entering my 20s and still stuck in high school, still stuck with these kids. I felt like I just wasn't in the right place to be in. That was totally not the place for me to be in, and I had no choice but to continue that life for 3 years. So when I was in my first year of senior high school, my batchmates, my classmates were all like in 14 or 15, but when people would ask like how old I was, I would just be like, I'm 18. That shit made me feel like I was behind as fuck. What was I doing there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't say it to me, but felt like they were asking me like, what are you doing here? You're fucking 18, you're an adult. And I would just like explain nonstop why I'm there, and it's just like pressuring. I know that the world doesn't revolve around me, but they probably know that I'm the oldest in the batch and in the whole school. I mean, except for my teachers. I would get the same exact questions in my comments or in my socials, like why I'm 21 and still in high school. That's the reason why I'm still in high school. Oh my god, this is about to get cheesy or whatever. But I had to go through a lot of changes and adjustments. I had to deal with culture shock, language barrier, fucking kanjis. If you want to study in Japan, make sure that you know the language pretty well, or you can speak it so you can communicate with the kids. I don't know, but it's kind of different here in Japan. It's different because like Japanese kids, they're very shy towards foreigners, and they won't really come up to you and be friends with you unless you do that first. That was okay for me, but it kind of like got tiring, even though I was like studying really hard and reviewing every single day with my Japanese and all my classes. Like, imagine how frustrating just seeing your grades go like for like a whole fucking year. That shit gave me mad depression that I don't talk about all the time, but it's the reality, y'all. Like, not just me, but a lot of foreign students go through that, and it's something that isn't really talked about often. That was really the reason why I started YouTube, is because just to distract myself from school life, because man, I was almost gonna myself, but I really just had myself. and my friends at that time. Yeah, I'm so thankful for them. So when I was on my second year, by this time you already know that I was just like so pressured and everything. I just really wanted to get out of that shithole. The only thing that I was just like doing properly was to YouTube. I felt like that was the only thing I was doing right and I can do properly. I wasn't giving any fucks about my schoolworks and shit. I have to be honest. I really hated that shit. Like whenever I go to school, I'm just like depressed. Some people even say shit about me for acting like a high schooler still. And I have to be honest, sometimes I feel like I'm, you know, I'm still a kid and shit. But you know, like only thing I had was like faith in myself. Like I didn't really want to stop because I know that after those years of my life, I was excited of what's out there to see more, and because we don't know the future, you know what I'm saying? Like anything can happen in like one day, or like anything can happen in like fucking 1 hour, you know what I'm saying? So like I was probably just existing in those 3 years. I wasn't really living, you know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for those 3 years to end. And now that it's about to end, I just felt really pressured to just make my own life and start my own life as an adult. Start something different from that kind of life and get me out of that life. Like, so what if I'm still 21 and I'm still in high school? So what if I'm like 30 and I'm still in college? Is there an actual age a person should graduate from school? After high school, people go to different colleges, take different classes, different courses. Some people fail, some people don't. There's always gotta be irregular students in college, you know what I'm saying? We're always so pressured to be at the same pace as everyone. I just wanted to say that it's okay if you're not on the same pace as everyone. And stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing your life to other people's lives. I don't know, a lot of times we're pressured by the society maybe, or maybe our friends, family, to act a certain way or live your life in a certain way, but honestly none of that really matters in the end because it's not their life even. It's okay to take advices and tips from people, but I think that you should live your life and you should learn things by yourself. You should fuck up by yourself and grow from that by yourself. You don't really need anyone's comments about your life. If you always listen to other people's comments, or if you always base your performance on other people's performances, you're just gonna end up sad and ungrateful about your life and your progress. If you're not making big progresses in your life, that's okay. Even if it's just small, that's good. I mean, progress is still progress, you know what I'm saying? Just look at yourself from who you were last year or who you were last month. It's still a big difference, you know what I'm saying? Some people have fast progress, some people have slow progresses, and that's okay. As a young adult, I think what really matters is how you treat people, how you treat yourself, how you live your life, and how you make a life for yourself and for the people that you love. And if you're someone who's trying to achieve something, take your time. And if it doesn't work out right away, it's okay. Like, I think we just have to enjoy the process more than reaching the goal. I think that the small things that we do to reach that goal will make us give more importance to when we reach the goal. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? But that's gonna make us appreciate the goal than just like getting it right away. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, when they don't work hard for the goal that they got, they just don't see the importance and the value of that thing. Also, always remind yourself of the real intention as to why you're doing this. We won't always get the results that we want right away, and if we're more focused on the results and we don't get the results that we're expecting, it gets really frustrating and we might just stop trying. As opposed to if you know your intentions and if you always remind yourself of your intentions as to why you're doing this thing, no matter how many times we fuck up, we know what we're doing this for, and we're gonna be focused more on how we can take small steps to get to that goal. We prepare ourselves more for that goal. So I think that the intention is better than reaching the actual goal. Yeah, remind yourself what your real intention is for this goal and just keep going. I'm 21 right now and I came to my high school with just one goal, just getting a high school diploma. Did the worries and dilemmas help me get to that goal? No.
It just stressed me the fuck out.
It only stunned and affected my life in a bad way. I wish that I just listened to myself more and I just took my time and you know, maybe be more chill and calm with my life at that time. It's easy for some people to be like, oh my god, just be grateful, and then, you know, they have their shit together and they're living their dream lives. I know that it's hard to be grateful sometimes if you have literally nothing to be grateful for, because I've been there. Like, honestly, being grateful doesn't really have to be things you're buying or things you're just achieving. So I just really made this video just to tell you guys that you should live in your own pace and only listen to yourself. Listen to other people's when it's constructive criticisms. Only listen to people that mean you good. Listen to comments that can be beneficial to your growth as a person, and stop comparing yourself to others, because we all have different lives. When I had this thinking, this just made my life like so much easier and so much like lighter. I started to just focus more on myself and my growth and my goals, basically. And I'm so sorry if this was kind of like messy, but I just really wanted to share these thoughts to you guys, because I know that some of you guys are pressured to want you to know that I also go through that, and I've also been through some things that you guys are going through. Totally understand you, and it's not too late to grow and change your outlook on life. I think I just wanted to share how I created my reality and how that affected my life in a good way and a positive way, and I hope you guys learned something from it as well. And I hope you guys stop asking me why I'm 21 and I'm still in high school. I'm gonna fight. I'm literally gonna come for your ass. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this kind of helped you, and take your time. Go with the flow. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. I know you've been trying your best, and I'm so proud of you. You're doing so good at it. Like, come on, like, celebrate yourself. Celebrate small wins. And I'll give you a kissy kiss for that. Mwah. I'll see you next week. Bye. Love you.